Let us discuss about the venture capital concept, meaning and definition, features, scope, importance of venture capital, origin, initiatives in India, guidelines, methods of venture capital providers in India, and the last one is suggestions for the growth of venture capital funding. So let us see what is the meaning of venture capital. The name itself will say here venture capital. So here it is the capital required for the venture. So already we have discussed that every entrepreneur, what he will do, he will start a venture or a business. For that, what is required? Capital or money required. Okay. So there are few people or organizations which will fund these ventures. Means they will provide the capital or money for these ventures. They are called as the venture capitals. The term venture capital is a term of recent origin. Okay, it refers to the investment in the new and tried enterprises. Okay, so here the investment will be always done in the new and tried enterprises. Okay, and one more is they are also called as the high technology projects which are involving the high risk, but at the same time they have got the strong potential for the growth. Okay, for example here the startups. Okay, in the startups what they will do, the venture capitals will do the funding. Okay, these are the long-term risk capital to finance high technology projects which involve high risk, but at the same time they have got the very strong potential for the growth. Okay, next some definitions we can see here. Venture capital may take various forms at different stages of projects. Generally, there are four successive stages of development of project. Those are, first one is the development of idea, second is implementation stage, third one is the fledgling stage, and the fourth one is the establishment stage. See, in all these four stages, the capital can be funded. Okay, first one is the development of idea. It is called as the seeding stage, means the starting phase of the business. Okay, in this phase the capital will be provided. Second is the implement stage. Okay, when a firm is set up to manufacture a product or service, this finance is provided. That is in the second stage, that is in the implementation stage. Third one is the fledgling stage. In the third stage, if required, additional finance is provided to satisfy the teething problems. And the last one is the establishment stage. This is the last stage where the firm is ready to expand at a rapid pace. It needs further finance for the expansion. For further expansion of the business, the capital that can be provided. At the end of this stage, venture capitalists started to disinvestments their shareholdings. Okay, next is the some of the features of the venture capital. It is in the form of equity or the equity capital. Investment made only in high risk but high growth potential projects. And one more feature, there is continuous involvement in business after making an investment. This is the most important point. Venture capital is not just injection of money but also an input needed to set up the firm. Here the investment is usually made in small and medium scale enterprises. Okay, these are all the features of the venture capital. Next is the importance. So venture capital is important to all, but it is advantageous to the three, that is who are investing public, promoters, and the general. Next is the origin of venture capital. Venture capital is a phenomena which got its originated from the USA and developed widely over the rest of the world since the second half of 70s. In USA alone, there are 800 venture capital firms managing around $40 billion of capital. So you can see here $40 billion of capital is distributed as a venture capital for around 800 firms. Okay, it is reported that the current days giants like Apple, Microsoft, Xerox are the beneficiaries of venture capital. UK occupies second place after USA. The concept became popular in the late 60s. During 1988, over 1,000 venture companies which were provided rupees 3,700 crore to over 500 firms. Okay, so you can see here in the year 19 during the year 1988, 1,000 venture companies, okay, they provided 3,700 crore rupees to over 500 firms. So 500 firms got benefited from around 1,000 venture companies, okay, during the year 1988. Next is the initiative in India. In India, tradition of venture capital industry goes back from more than 150 years, when many of the managing agency household acted as venture capitalists, providing both finance and management skill to the risky project. Tisco and Empress Mills were able to raise equity capital through the help of these houses. In modern era, venture capital goes various stages. In 1973, R.S. Butt Committee recommended formation of rupees 100 crore venture capital fund. Okay, seventh 5-year plan emphasis need for it. The venture capital took roots when venture capital guidelines were issued by the Controller of Capital Issues in November 1988. You can see these are the guidelines for the venture capital. Next is the methods of venture financing. The venture financing can be done through equity, conventional loans, conditional loans, as well as income note. Okay, so these are the methods of venture financing. Next is there are venture capital providers in India. Okay, after seeing methods of venture capital financing, let us look at the main providers of venture capital in India. Okay, normally they are classified into four major categories that is the companies promoted by All India Financial Institutions. They are RCTC and TDICI. Second one is the companies promoted by state financial institutions, that is GVFL, APIDC. The third one is companies promoted by banks. Fourth one is companies in private sector. Okay, now let us look at some of the names of the venture capital providers in India. So that is the IDBI Venture Capital Fund. It was set up in the year 1986 for encouraging commercial application of endogenously technology. The range of financial assistance is rupees 5 lakhs to 2.5 crore. Next is the Risk Capital and Technology Finance Corporation. It is a subsidiary of IFCI. It has assisted 23 projects aggregating rupees 13 crore as on 31st March 1993. Third one is Technology Development and Information Company of India. So it was started jointly by ICICI and UTI. By 31st March 1993, TDICI disbursed rupees 25.81 crores to 42 companies. Next is the State Bank of India Capital Market. That is, it is a subsidiary of SBI. Their preferred projects are high priority trust areas such as import substitute, high-tech options, etc. Okay, so as on 30 September 1992, they assisted 17 companies with investment of rupees 812 lakhs. And the last one is the Credit Capital Venture Fund India. So it was first private sector venture capital fund set up by Credit Capital Corporation Limited in 1989, uh, with authorized share capital of rupees 10 crore. Rupees 6.45 crores was subscribed by international financial agencies. Its main thrust area would be export oriented industries and technology oriented projects. Okay, thank you.